Good morning, Ignacio. I'm Greg Stack. Lake Vineyard. There's my ugly face. I will get you down to the microscope, completing your request for completion of Zoom or this meeting number 2, section 2, on how to properly load a slide. And here I have my 5 milliliter sample of 1 to 5, or is this 10 milliliter total, but 1 to 5 dilution. And it's been prepared and ready to go as we did yesterday. Now I'm going to show how I actually load a drop of a sample. So I'll stick this below the surface and load up the pipette, drain it out so I don't have anything but a good sample to go with. Then I'll have 1 drop I'll be able to put on my slide, which is on my deck here. There's my 1 slide. Put this back in here, rinse this out, and put my 1 to 5 dilution back. And now, I think you can see this, yes. So I'll take my cover slip on the slide and get it at about a 45-degree angle, and I want to break the surface tension on this. So spread it out and then drop it down and make sure that it's dispersed properly, which it seems to be. Now, in this case, my stage is all the way down. I'll load the slide with the sample on it. I'm on my 4X objective. Then I'll raise this all the way up and then start to get it in focus. This 4X isn't quite the same as the other one. So I'll get this thing all set up on my eyepieces. So I'll lower this down until sample comes in focus. There we are. And you notice on this 4X with the infinity tube length, it's a long ways down from the normal 4X objective, but that's just the way it is. Now that that's in focus, now I'll go down. I have an aperture on the bottom here, but my iris diaphragm is wide open all the way to the left. Now my left side is the condenser adjustment knob, and I have a piece of paper here. I want to adjust that. So with I'll put my 10X objective in place, and I'll bring that up to get that in focus first. It's not in far focal at all. It's pretty ridiculous. There, finally. There, I'm in good sharp focus. Now, I'll put this piece of paper on my light source, and I'll adjust the condenser up and down until I have some yellow. There's a good sharp edge on that paper. And that means my condenser is now in focus. And with my 10X, I'm sit there. So now I've adjusted this, and now I'm in pretty good sharp focus. And I'll adjust my right diopter with my left eye closed. First, I'll adjust my lenses, eyepieces, and ocular eyepieces so I see 1 circle. And then I adjust my right diopter to make sure that it's sharply in focus. And then I'll close my right eye and use my left diopter to make sure that that same particle is just identically crisp and fine. And that adjusts the diopters so my focal length is right for both eyes. And then that was with the 10X, all that adjustment. And then I'll put my slide back to the 4X and begin my assessment. And of course, because this is so far out of focal distance, just unbelievable. And there it finally comes in. As you notice, this is not usable. And thus I believe I'm going to have to find a different 4x lens that is in par focal distance with the other, the 10x and the 40x. And otherwise, to begin with, I'm going to be using a 10x to do my nematode adjustment. So that should be it for, I believe, what your requirements. This is my soil sample and my scoop right here in a soil sample, and my other two sample right here. And that should do it then. And so thank you very much. And we'll